Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. All right, the horological voice of reason has arrived. Now, this might not be as satisfying to you as some conspiracy theories bouncing about. You know, sometimes we like to figure out what the bad guy is doing, and a lot of people want to view Rolex as the bad guy and want to attribute to them some nefarious plan, and that's what's been going on when it comes to the CPO program. And the big question, one that I don't really think is a big question because I answered it in one of my videos, but I guess I need to make a separate video, this video, talking about this. Where are the authorized dealers going to get the pieces? Okay, now first of all, when you hear the statement Rolex is getting into the pre-owned market, okay, be careful. We have to separate Rolex from the authorized dealers. Do not conflate the two. You cannot conflate the two. A better way to look at this is Rolex SA in Geneva is allowing authorized dealers to get into selling pre-owned watches. And they're supporting that by offering this CPO program, all right? Now, authorized dealers will be able to buy these pieces, and that's where they're going to get them. They're going to get them from former customers. Do they have to buy watches that they sold? It really is up to them. From what I gather, and I've got good information on this, it's up to them what piece they want to buy. If they want to buy a 20-year-old 14060, they can. But they need to lay out the money for it, and then they need to send it to have it checked out by a Rolex certified watchmaker. It might be the watchmaker that is working there, or if they don't have one, they're going to need to send it away. And it's going to be, of course, checked and the numbers run. And if they make a bad buy, they're screwed. So they need to lay out the money, all right? Now, keep in mind, all authorized dealers have different ways of doing things. And, you know, when you ask the question, where are they going to get these pieces? It depends on the authorized dealer. It's like saying, how do authorized dealers decide who gets the watches? Well, it depends on the authorized dealer, and it all depends on the authorized dealer how and where they're going to find these watches. Now, are the watches in the exhibition cases going to become CPO pieces? That could happen, but that's not going to supply enough CPO pieces. Oftentimes, and it depends on the AD, but these pieces could be non-working pieces, or they could be working pieces that are used as display models for a certain period of time until they get a replacement, and then they sell those new ones on. Here in Japan, that's what they do because you can't touch the pieces. They just sit in a case, so they really are new. And if they get another BLNR, that BLNR you're looking at in the case is passed on and sold as new, and then they replace it. So that's happening. Now, there's also the argument that the pre-owned game is too dangerous for ADs to get into, that the salespeople aren't qualified enough, and of course that's illustrated by anecdotes of walking in and knowing more than the sales associate, and it happens all the time. But that's them, right? There are managers that have sold watches 5 years ago that will be faced with customers that they know, watches they know. They'll be able to buy those back relatively confidently. And there are, again, watchmakers certified through Rolex at these places. They'll be able to check these pieces. But it really will depend on the AD, and they can buy the pieces whenever and wherever they want. They just need to lay out the cash and then have the pieces checked out through a Rolex watchmaker to qualify for the CPO program and to get all the goods and, you know, hang tags and the booklets and the card and the pouch to sell it as a CPO piece. So there you have it. I mean, it's a bit of a come down compared to a really well thought out conspiracy theory. Sometimes the truth isn't stranger than fiction. Sometimes it's kind of mundane, and that's what we have here. Thanks for watching. Take care. Let me know what you think. See you next time. Humans are pattern-seeking animals, and we prefer a bad theory to no theory, especially when that theory fits into a narrative we really want to believe. And a lot of people have axes to grind with Rolex. They have the money for the piece they want, but they can't get it, and they're pissed off. And I hear them because I feel the same way towards the authorized dealers here in Tokyo. I'm downright angry with them, but it's different Rolex and the authorized dealers. And so you have to ask yourself, is Rolex really playing all these manipulation games? I mean, are they really keeping watches back? If so, would they be making the fifth factory? Click on this video right in front of your face and you'll see that they're trying to meet demand. But again, if you're looking for an explanation and you want a bad guy, well, that's where these conspiracy theories come from.